Today I have a very interesting topic. Usually I do these videos sitting down, but today I started to write down my ideas and I decided to do this video standing up. I'm feeling good. I will enjoy the energy that I have to give the best on this video. And I'm going to talk about being rock bottom and depressed. I don't like to use the word depressed, but a lot of people that write me, they say they are depressed. I believe in being rock bottom because I was rock bottom. I never use the word depressed because I kind of have a lot of respect for words and I don't like to start using words that I don't want them to identify me. Okay, but I already identified myself as being rock bottom, which I think is still a more hopeful way than talking about being depressed. But I think it should be more or less the same thing. I'm saying I think, but that's what I know, that's what is true for me, right? And I know that the biggest problem when you are rock bottom and depressed is that you are thinking about a bunch of problems that you need to solve. Is either you are in debt, or your relationships are not going well, or your body is not good, or you're not eating well, or something at your job, or your living conditions are not good. There's a lot of things that are stressing you. That's why you feel depressed, because you don't see a way out. You don't see a clear path of how you're gonna go out of that. It happened to me. My lowest state of my life was I was partying a lot, going out, doing drugs, alcohol, and one of those nights I just stayed for 3, 4, 5 nights out in a row, drank a lot, and a lot of other things. And at the end, one of my friends went to pick me up from the spot where I was, and I was hours and hours without sleeping. I was sleep deprived, alcohol, drugs. So it was not a good state. For me, that was my rock bottom. I had to move myself to the living room of my friend so he could supervise me. And for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days, I didn't know if I could ever speak again the same way, if I could ever think again the same way, if I could walk again the same way, if I could use my brain again the same way. So I was very fearful, and I felt that I was at rock bottom, and maybe that's what people calls depression, because I don't know what people calls depression, how they feel, but that's what I felt when I was at rock bottom. I was not sure that I could be myself again. I was not sure that I could find a way out again. And I learned a lot of things. When you are at rock bottom or depressed, when you are at a state that you don't know where next to go, you cannot focus on solving problems. There's no problem that you can solve at that state. There's no thinking about work. There's no thinking about your child. There's no thinking about nothing, life, relationships, like chill. You're not going to be able to solve anything. You're not going to be able to pay any debts. You're not going to be able to change your career at that state. You're not going to be able to do anything. The number one thing you need to focus when you are at that state is to solve yourself. Solve you, ignore everything else. Bank is calling, ignore. Friends are calling to pay debts, ignore. The boss is not happy with you, ignore. Your relationship is not going well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, you are fucked anyways, you are at rock bottom. So focus on solving you. How are you gonna do that? You're gonna do that by creating winning daily rituals. And winning daily rituals for somebody like me, and because I'm at a different level, it's just ABCD. But there was a moment where I was not at the level I am now, when it was not ABCD. I would wake up and not know what was the sequence of things to do. I would do, wake up, not wash my teeth, wake up, wash my teeth, wake up, work, wake up, exercise, not exercise later, like there was not a clear strategy of how I would structure my day to make sure that I would win every single day. So the first thing you need to do is to create winning daily rituals. And a lot of you and a lot of people ignore this, but I have family members, I have people that I'm close to that they don't have winning daily rituals. And sometimes I get to observe how their life is. So when you don't have winning daily rituals, every single thing is a problem. So you can never get to creation. You can never get to mastery, because just living the basic life of breathing, eating, relationships, and so on and so forth, it's overwhelming for people who doesn't have winning rituals, because they wake up and they maybe have breakfast, they didn't do their bed, and then after they do their bed, they go out, but then they didn't tidy the space where they were eating breakfast before. Then they will come back and the bed is not done, and the place where they were eating breakfast was not tidy. But then they decided that they want to do something else outside. And then at the end of the day, nothing adds up, and in the middle of the day, they get to an argument with a friend or with a family member, just because there is no mental discipline. And if you don't have mental discipline, and if you don't have winning daily rituals, and then you send send a text to a friend about blah blah blah, and your brain is consumed with things that don't matter, and there's no time for things that matter. And if you are not winning right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because this is how losers live. I'm sorry, right? So when you have winning daily rituals, what's going to happen is that even if you don't think about money, you're going to be so far ahead from everybody else that is stupid, that you're going to get ahead of people. You're going to be successful just by having a winning daily ritual routine every single day after day, for 1 year. To start by 90 days, then 1 year, then 1 year and 6 months, then 2 years. You're going to be so far ahead, you don't even going to comprehend people that doesn't live like this. And this is an example of what I think is what I know is a winning daily ritual. Wake up, have some water after you wake up, and then complete a daily intake of, like, say, 3 liters. Exercise at least 1 hour a day. Can be cardio at slow pace, can be an hour walk, can be lifting some weights. We're not going to go straight to fitness routines, but exercise for 1 hour at least, seriously. Then work 4 to 5 hours of focused work. I'm telling this for entrepreneurs that are already creating their own business. 4 to 5 hours minimum. You can extend that, but from my experience, if you do a lot of other things, 5 hours is a good sweet spot. If you have a 9 to 5, then do the 9 to 5. Study at least 1 hour every single day. Eat clean as much as you can. Don't go above 2,500 calories. I don't know how much you weigh, but if you weigh anywhere between 77 to 90 kilos, if you are at 2,500 calories, you have a moderate exercise routine. This should keep you on maintenance or a little bit lower than maintenance and keep you ripped. Then sleep anywhere between 6 or 8 hours and reflect on your 2 to 3 wins and 2 to 3 things that you need to improve every single day. Wake up anywhere between 5 to 7 and do this every single day. You're going to get progress. You're drinking water, you're exercising, you are working, you are studying, you are improving, getting better, you are eating clean, you are sleeping. So anyone that is here, rock bottom or depressed, or anyone that is not rock bottom or depressed, but the life is not going the way that they want the life to go, the life is going backwards, not going forward, you're not having momentum, you're not having motion, just do this. Create your list of winning daily rituals and make it non-negotiable. Do it every single day. 90 days will go by, 1 year will go by, and your life will be completely different. Then, when you master this, you didn't focus on problems, because if you focus on problems, you're not going to solve problems, you're going to create more problems. You need to focus on solutions. So the solution is you're going to solve yourself. You're going to create winning daily rituals. And after you create these winning daily rituals, you got motion. You are a person that desires to win, because you are committing to things that are under your control. Everybody can do that. Then you go to this phase that is super interesting, which is you create your best self. You start thinking about, like, whoa, let's do this marathon. Let's have my best marathon time. Let's lift weights. Let's have my best PR on iRocks. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me travel that. Because you have motion. Your head now is clear. You start to believe in yourself. your body starts to look different. So now you can go to the mode of creating your best self, build things, build a program. Now I created, all my life I had ideas, but I didn't have a daily winning ritual, so my things were not flowing. Now since my things are flowing, I have a daily winning ritual. I have 2 courses, one in Portuguese, one in English, more than 80 classes, 8 hours of content. I did all of that because I have energy, I have power. Other than that, I wouldn't be able. I have a website, I have YouTube, I have two Instagram accounts. It's all because I can bet on myself, because I show up every single day. I have a system that works, that gives me energy, that keeps my mind clear, that allows me to grow. This system, you know? And now I can build things, I can create things, and I can prosper. So if you are at rock bottom and you want to get here, focus on solving yourself, create winning daily rituals, and you're going to get here. If you do this at least for 90 days, you're going to be ready to get here and start dominating. Let's go!